Hey everybody, it's Rothbard's Disciple here, and I'm bringing you guys a video on how to use Electron Cash's SLP wallet and the simple ledger protocol for for creating tokens and doing some really cool stuff. Now, the one thing I want to tell you guys straightforward or straight up is that it's still we're still early stages here, so you got to do a couple things sort of manually, which sort of sucks. So I'm going to include a couple. Um, Tips for Fukeball, I guess, John on Fukeball, whoever that is. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to show you guys how to tokenize things, and the way I talk about tokenizing, it's a lot different than anybody else. Everybody else talks about creating digital coins and new currencies and like a bunch of dog shit. I'm going to talk about creating an actual digital, or taking a digital file or digital product, turning that product into a token. So the product I'm going to be talking about, we're going back to that card game I've talked to you guys about before. This card game, again, it's a bunch of different species that just battle it out, and so these species have different warriors with different statistics here, and so these are just the different warriors for this species. This species is the Baraza. This is the first warrior is the Baraza Degarjan, and Degarjan, that's an alien language. Just so you guys know, I made up a few thousand words for what I call an alien language. But anyways, it just means a guy who fights in full battle armor for this first warrior. The second warrior is a guy who fights on an eagle. He's like a beastmaster. Um, and he's also got jump jets and whatnot. Actually, it looks like this guy's not a beastmaster. This second guy he's an eagle. The churro stands for eagle, so this guy's an eagle troop, but that just means he's a jet trooper. So he's got some sort of jetpack. Sorry, the second guy is a jet trooper. Like I said, it's an alien language. There's only so many words to it. I'm the only one who speaks it, so it takes a little bit to read. This third guy though here, he's the beastmaster, the Rorja Tala. That's yeah, that means Beastmaster. I'm not going to try and explain exactly what those words mean. But anyways, there's three characters here, all within this one species. So what I'm trying to tokenize here, what I want to tokenize is the product that is this species as it relates to my game. Because like I said, my game is a game where you have a bunch of different species, and these species will do, or these, not species, but species in planets, there's different warriors. Sometimes different warriors from different species fight within the same, clan or whatever, but it's galactic battle is what it is. Okay, and so this is one planet. It's the planet of Bara, the warriors from Bara, and so this is one product, is the warriors from this planet. And like I said, there's 3 warriors, okay, and so that's 5 pages worth of information. And I want to tokenize this, like I said, because this product is not done. Obviously, I want to create this into a board game, so I want character sheets made out of this. I want playing cards made out of each one of those little, each one of these things here that I have as a card, whether it's A, B, C, or D. I have a bunch of different cards going through here for each different type of thing. Each one of those cards needs its own artwork. So there's a lot of different work I want here. So if I want to tokenize this product, again, I'm tokenizing the product that I'm trying to create. And I say here, look, this is all the work I've done so far for the product, and I want to tokenize this product. It's really simple. All you have to do is you'll need to hash your file first. So the first thing you got to know is I have all of these documents saved as one Word file, or it's technically a Libre or whatever, a LibreOffice with Ubuntu. But anyways, if I hash that file, I get something that starts with this D, or it starts with a DOBE, or it's D0BE here for GTK hash. That's the program I'm using. You can also use something that has HMAC. I'm pretty sure what HMAC does. I'm not like a computer scientist dude here. I just looked it up real quick. But HMAC puts like a private public key signing or whatever. It puts a public key signing in with the hash. That way you know that the hash comes from a particular person. So you can either do a hash that we have right here, or an HMAC. And the reason why you have to do this manually right now is because with SLP, with the Electron Cash SLP wallet, it doesn't hash things automatically for you. But once you have those hashes, then you go straight to token creation. And so when you open token creation, actually when you open the SLP wallet, you'll have one of the tabs in the top that'll be tokens, and so you can open it up. As you can see, I've already sent 25 tokens here to this wallet as I was doing tests earlier. And like I said, the tokens that we're going to create, they're very simple because they just represent ownership of a digital good. So if it just represents ownership of a digital good, when you're creating these tokens, you always create 100 tokens, and then from those 100 tokens, or those 100 tokens, obviously they represent ownership of the project. So however many tokens you have in your wallet is how much ownership you have of that project. So obviously I was doing tests here, and the test that I was doing actually was for what it would be like if I was receiving tokens from somebody if I had done work for them. So this was like I was receiving 25% worth of a different project for character artwork for a project called the Kumatai Mech Text. If you actually look in here at the tokens that we have here, you can look at it. And if you see right there in the top where it says token ID, when you create tokens, we'll get to that here in a second, but when you create a token, that's what you actually put up there in that token ID. Or you'll be given a token ID when you create a token, and so when you send tokens to someone, you have to send them the token ID as well. Otherwise, I don't think it'll necessarily show up. But anyways, once you give them that token ID, you can see all the tokens that I have. And again, the tokens are not Bitcoin Cash, so actually this wallet I have right now, I don't have enough Bitcoin Cash to even send tokens to anyone because I just don't have enough for fees, I don't think. Or I don't have enough Bitcoin Cash to create a new token. But anyways, this is what it looks like when you receive tokens from somebody. But like I said, let's go back to the point I was making before. Again, we're trying to tokenize this Barraza guy, this Barraza character. The tokens that I already have in my wallet are for the Kumatai Mech Text, and this is obviously not the Kumatai Mech Text, this is the Barraza. So we're trying to create a token for the Barraza. So if we want to create a token for the Barraza, you just right click anywhere on that white area when you click on the token tab, and it'll give you an option to either add tokens or create tokens. When you add tokens by just adding the token ID, like I said, because if you don't have the token ID, then I don't think your wallet will recognize the tokens that you receive. But anyways, if you want to create a token, you just right click. And again, this token creation, it's so simple because all it does is it brings up this little window here, and it gives you all the information that you need. So obviously your token name, that's just what you want to call the token, and so that can be anything you want. And so since we're creating something for the Barraza, that's the character or the type of warrior classes that we're creating. That's going to be the name of the token. So it's just going to be the Barraza, okay? The ticker symbol is going to be the same thing, the Barraza. That's just another name. You can change these if you have an actual need for it, but for now, we don't have a need for it. We're just trying to say, what is this digital token represent? It's the Barraza, okay? And so the next two options that you have are actually kind of sort of bad options. They're the reason why we had to manually hash the items before. If we go back and we look at the manual hashes that we had before, the HMAC, which again, the HMAC, we had the hash of our Barraza file, and then we had the HMAC of the Barraza file, and the HMAC, again, it just has like a public key signing within the hash. So I actually put in the HMAC here for token creation, because you do actually want to do something like that. That way you can verify that it not only is it the correct file, but it's the correct file from the correct person, okay? And so you just manually enter that right now where it says document hash. Where it says document hash, that should absolutely give you an option just to click a file within your own local computer. Like, you should be able to just choose a local file and hash it automatically. I shouldn't have to hash the file. Like, I shouldn't have to install a secondary program, hash the file in that secondary program manually, and then manually insert the hash here. That's just kind of a waste of time. And then when you create the token, or the option before where it says document hash, where it says document URL or contact email, this is really, I mean, you can have this here, but you should also have an option that should say the previous file hash, because when we're creating tokens here, again, I'm creating tokens for work that isn't completed. So if this work needs to be completed, that means if I send the tokens to someone, that means they completed work for me. So I should be able to reference, you know, the state of the work before they did anything for me, and then the state of the work after they completed their work. That way I can just, on the blockchain, have some sort of record of the work that they did. Okay, so I should be able to have not only the hash of the document as it is currently, but there should also be the previous hash, you know. Those should both be included. I'm not saying you should take out the document URL or contact email. I'm just saying you need a previous hash option in there. And both of those should be automatic, okay? Like you should automatically be able to choose a file from your computer when you're creating a token. And if you've already created a token and you want to send it to somebody because they've completed work on whatever file you've tokenized, you should be able to include the previous hash of the file that the token was before they, or that the file was before they did the work, and then you should also include the new hash of what the file is now after they've completed the work. You should have both. But for as of now, you can, like, this works, and so you can create a token just like this. And if we go back again to the token that I had already created, the Kumatai Mektek token, as you can see for the document URL, I didn't put anything in there. Because this was a test, so when I sent this to this wallet, I didn't actually create a new file, so there was no change in document hash to record. And even if I want to have a change in document hash, I can't really do it the way I want to because the wallet functionality doesn't really exist for now. But at least for now, you can create a token and have an original hash that the token belongs to, and you can work from there. So that's not terrible. But anyways, that's how you tokenize things. And again, the tokenization, a lot of people really overthink this. It just represents 100% ownership of something. And again, where the magic of this is, where everybody's overlooking it, where I want my audience to really pay attention to this, is in the realm of the creation of digital goods that are not yet complete. Because then, again, rather than paying somebody for it, you can say, hey, look, I don't have the money right now, but I can give you part ownership in the project. So if this project ever, you know, takes off, then we can definitely, you know, like you'll automatically be paid. You automatically have you have the receipts on the blockchain in an immutable ledger, so nobody can go back and change the fact. Like I can't defraud you. I can't take away your receipts. You know, they exist on the blockchain, so there's no way for me to deny, you know, the work that you've done if you use some sort of method like this. And it's a real big deal, but nobody's really doing it correctly. And even Fukeball, who made Electron Cash SLP, like I said, his applications, it's not quite there to where your average person can really use it yet for what I'm trying to advocate for. So hopefully they can get it updated. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever actually been able to do what I've been talking about on my channel, which is crazy to me. But it's sort of limited right now, and again, the entire point of this is to create an entrepreneurial social network. So as of right now, it's just a bunch of experimenting. If you try and do it, you're not going to make a lot of money. You can learn some skills to make yourself money maybe in a few years, but it's just work that needs to be done right now. But I'm very interested in it, and I hope this gets some work done on it during this bear market. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be more coming out soon.